Hi everyone, it's Stacy, your urban chicken mama. Welcome back to the Rooted Heart Garden. Let's talk fall gardening for a minute. Today is October 18th. So in fall, the sun starts to set earlier, the temperatures aren't as warm, and what am I going to do with this massive amount of green tomatoes that I have? Well, I'm going to try and turn them red as best I can. So what do? You strip all of the leaves off the bottom, all of the brown, all of the dying. Get rid of all of that. Let it have every bit of energy going into ripening the tomatoes that are on the vine. You also want to top them off. So if there's any new growth, like I should have cut that, any flowers, and you want to top them so they're not trying to produce any new tomatoes, they're just trying to ripen what is already there. It's 70 degrees today, and at night it's still 50-ish, so I am just going to let them be on the vine so I can get as many of them pink as possible. And then I will take this one, for example, I will put it in the house in a paper bag, and I will close that paper bag up, because then the gases that tomatoes let off will be trapped inside the ethane gas, and that will help to ripen the tomatoes even more. So basically, I've got these barren tomatoes that don't look so cute, but oh my gosh, I have so many unripe ones that I want to do the best I can to get them ripe as possible. And worst case scenario, I'm going to do fried green tomatoes of some kind, or some green salsa, something like that. So here we are in the side back area of my garden, and look, so many more green tomatoes. So it only makes sense to do everything I can to get them as ripe as I can before it turns too cold at night and it's not warm enough in the day to do anything. This time of year, beans are still growing strong for me. So I pick the beans, I collect as much as I can, and then I will trim them, put them in the freezer, and preserve them in some capacity, sometimes just freezing, sometimes I'll can. I've got lots and lots of lettuce still happening, so I will continue to let the lettuce grow because it likes colder temperatures. More beans in one of my towers. Lots and lots of beans. This year I planted a ton of artichokes, and look at how tall this guy is. And way down in the middle, oh, look at that artichoke coming out. I hope it stays warm enough to get a harvest from that guy. We're back in the front yard garden again, and I like to call this my wall of beans, because oh my goodness, they just keep producing. They won't stop. Look at that bad boy. He's giant. I haven't harvested beans from this area in, I would say, 2 or 3 days. So in that amount of time, I'm still getting so much production. Beautiful beans. I will have so many beans all winter and into next year. Delicious. Lastly, I want to show you in my greenhouse. I've got several pumpkins that are almost getting ready to turn, so I can harvest them. Underneath those pumpkins are volunteer potatoes I can't wait to get to. We've got some jalapenos that are still growing strong, and I experimented with corn this year. I didn't plant until June in here from seed, and the corn is still growing strong in here. That's one of the volunteer tomatoes that is giant that I get to harvest from every day. And then the chickens get Swiss chard and kale almost every morning. Thanks so much for watching, and make it a great day.